Wait, I forgot to turn on my mic now. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MVP Baseball 2005. And yes, I know, I have a little, it's so dry here that my skin's peeling and stuff, and it's just not good. Plus, I shaved and things, and so it's just been a whole mess. And so, sorry, you gotta kind of look at the, you should have seen the other guy, I suppose. So let's advance to the off-season. But before that, let me just recap everything for you. Last time, we made the World Series and lost. We also profited so much money that we were able to increase our seating capacity to level 4. We now have 42,000 seats. On top of that, we're already $6.6 million of the way to the 30 million mark, which adds another 10,000 seats. A third tier of infield seats. Crazy. I mean, now we actually look like a real stadium instead of whatever the dinky park we were. Speaking of Dinky Park, I streamed Roller Coaster Tycoon yesterday. That archive is both on Twitch and YouTube. That was fun. First time I really have streamed a game from my computer. Along with using my computer to stream. So that was a little getting used to, but it all worked out. The UI is a little smaller than I'd like, but you know, it all kind of works, and I'll live with it, and yeah. I mean, it's fun. I'll go back to that at some point soon, because I do really like Roller Coaster Tycoon for something a little more chill and less sportsy. So let's take a look, by the way, at our income this year. So we brought in $157 million. About half of that was ticket sales. Player salaries were only $79-ish million. And then we spent $32 million to upgrade our seating capacity. We still ended up profiting $8.4 million. We'll take it. We will definitely take it. Let's see, who's retiring? John Smoltz, after a rough season. Mike Maroth, real-life 20-game loser, I believe. Oh, wow. One of the best players who's retiring is former Cleveland Indian Miguel Olivo, excuse me. Only 31, personal reasons. Maroth, 32. That's surprising that he was good against lefties. We just didn't sign him to the big contract because it's like you're not good against righties. I mean, he was good for us for a couple years. Trevor Hoffman is old as dirt in this. Not a bad final season. Not as a closer, but not a bad season. Brett Boone. Respectable. Respectable. Seeing if there's anybody else interesting. Tom Glavine? At least they did get him to 300 wins in this game, too. I wonder if there's anybody else interesting. I mean, you see, like, Ryan Madsen. Frank Thomas! Exactly 500 homers in this simulation for the Big Hurt. Interesting. Oh, Ken Griffey Jr. He gone. I think, didn't he get to 600 in his career in real life? He played for a few more years than this. This is only 09. And then Justin Dukeshire decided to hang it up. He didn't pitch in the majors at all this year. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't good enough. Let's see, anybody else interesting? Alan Embry, I see. Craig Counsell, who's now a manager. Oh, we lost a AAA guy who played in the majors. Oh, this is the dude! This is the guy who I called up, who could hit lefties, but had a 10-plate discipline. And then I sent him back down, and he's like, I'm not good enough, I'm gonna retire. Dude wasn't that bad. I mean, that's not terrible. He could have caught on somewhere. That's a little surprising. Glode retiring. I mean, I had him in single A, to be fair. He was good for a couple years in the majors because he was a good hitter, but he just decided to hang it up at 33. Well, there's Aaron Boone. Also currently a manager. Larry Walker, currently now a Hall of Famer, or close to it, I think. Right? No, he got in, I believe. He looks angry in this. I wonder if the like photos are any better quality in the PS2 or Xbox versions of this game, because I would assume that they had to compress certain things a little more for the GameCube version, just because you can't fit as much on a GameCube disc. John Mabry. I think I've probably told this story on stream before. John Mabry, in the game, if you are playing against the Cardinals and they have a DH and he plays, he is the best hitter. He's better than Pujols, I swear. Like, for the computer, he just hits bombs. It's an unbelievable thing. But yeah, so John Mabry. Let's see. Oh, Brad Ausmus. Interesting. Hey, Mark DeRosa. We had him for a hot second, and then it was like, bye-bye. Because he wanted money and wanted a Major League contract, and he was in friggin' single A for another team. You know it's bad when they're in single A for, well, not Michael Dyer, for, like, other organizations, because we're pretty bad about putting them in lower levels than they probably belong in, because we're pretty deep. Oh, Jamie Carroll retiring. I mean, 35. Not bad. Matt Trainer, married to the Olympic volleyball player. Panic Penguin, hey! Welcome! Thanks for joining me here. As I'm just reminiscing about all of these players who are fake retiring 12 years ago now. I liked Rob Bowen. I don't know why I liked Rob Bowen. I think probably because he was young when the game, like in the game. And I liked the young real players in the game when I was a kid. So for him, he was like 25. Oh, that's cool! And then he's not very good at all. Vance Wilson was another dude who we had for a second because he could hit righties a little bit. Could in the past of this fake world. It's all weird. I think that's about it for, yeah, real dudes. Let's move on to the draft order. We finished with fewer wins than last year. We still won the division, so we're picking 19th. Not bad. So let's draft some guys. Let's start with starting pitchers. I think we should. Was Kevin Millar in this game MLB broadcaster? Yes and no. So he was not part of the Players Association, I assume because he was a scab player who was going to be one of the replacement players, had Major League Baseball come back with replacement players. So he's technically in the game, but not. Like, they have a fake player instead of him named Anthony Friese, who's not bad, but, like, everybody who has, like, the same number as that guy is a fake player. Like, John Dowd is the same way instead of Barry Bonds, because he's another one who did not license himself for this. Well, let's see if we can get some relief pitching. Okay, we'll take it. Just drafting pitchers first, because we have enough good position players. Wow, 3 relievers we got. Cool. No starters are left. Okay. Very steady, dependable middle infielder. For some reason, your backup position is right field. Okay. I mean, he's not very good now, but that's okay. We'll put him in single A. I don't care. I'm going to actually go backward by position for the rest of the draft. See if we can... Actually, let me look through the right fielders first. Because I don't want to draft another catcher. I have enough catchers in my organization, or I can sign them for cheap. I really don't need more catchers. It's like the one position where I think I'm the deepest. Maybe I'll trade some of them. Who knows? But yes, so to answer your question, kind of Kevin Millar is in this game. I mean, it's kind of weird because, like, they say Anthony Friese and stuff. It's odd. But that's what they had to do, which I believe is better because I want to say that they, like, in 03 maybe in 04 as well. I thought John Dowd was in 04. But, like, they just didn't have replacement players. So suddenly dudes are playing wrong positions and lineups aren't as good because some of those good players are just gone from their teams. And back in those days, I mean, 15, 20 years ago, you didn't exactly know why stuff was happening. It just kind of was there. You couldn't, like, search for everything. Okay, and best suited for the minors, for them. Okay, sure, second baseman, why not? If we can get good players at all these positions in the draft, that's good, because it's only like 10 rounds. This may be the last round. Looks like the answer is no, we cannot. There is nobody left who's any good. So at that point... oh, utility. Perfect. Man, this is not a deep draft. I just want to find someone who's a utility guy, because then they can play anywhere in single A, and I don't really care where. Whatever. Draft review. Awesome. Oh, wow. Those are some good players. Relief pitcher who is already Major League caliber. A shortstop who can't hit that well, but can field. And then a starting pitcher who we should probably trade for, if we can. Yeah, G. Luther. So we'll trade with the Red Sox probably. This guy, wow, that's a really good hitter at the age of 20. We'll have to look at the Mets and the Red Sox, because those two guys are pretty well established, you know? And they'll be cheap for a few years. So Luther and DeFelice from the Red Sox and the Mets. Let's, do we want to deal with... We'll look at re-signing our own players. So Dontrelle Willis, $5.7 million he had made. He was good. He was good last year. He was good. But it's a little bit of a problem. I don't want to spend $7 million for him. I would do $6 million for him, and I'll even give him the title of ace. No, you don't want that? How about 2 years? Okay, bye-bye, D-Train. Good luck elsewhere. You want an MLB contract? You're not getting that because you're not good enough. I'll give you an indispensable AAA contract. I'll give you $900,000. Okay, bye-bye, Redmond. See you later. Jason Worth wants an everyday contract. He has never been an everyday player for us, and he's 30. No, sorry, goodbye. You can get an indispensable AAA contract. I'll even give you $900,000 for that. Bye-bye. Let's see, Matt Thomas. Guy was in Double A. Hold on, I need to clean off my glasses. They are a little dirtier than I'd like. Staring at the screen there. As I was saying, Matt Thomas. Played in Double A. Pretty good numbers. Not a major leaguer yet. Sorry. You can field well, but you don't deserve a major league contract. I'll give you $900,000 to play in AAA. Great, that's solved. You're also getting a AAA contract. Yes, you hit well in AA, but you're not good enough to be a major leaguer. So frustrating. These guys just, I don't know who their agents are, but their agents are idiots. Their agents should be fired, truly. Great, we got him back. And this guy didn't even put up that good of numbers in AA. Not striking out that many guys. A 44 sinker. You're telling me that your second best pitch is a 55 and your third best pitch is a 44. Really? Like, seriously. I mean, as I adjust the camera, I cannot get over that. No. This guy's not getting a major league contract. I'll give him a AAA contract. You're also 27, unless you're that good. I'll go up to $900,000. Okay. Bye-bye, buddy. We should have enough spots for all of these rookies. Looks like we have no space on our single A team. Or our double A team, apparently. Waiting. Oh, no, I guess we have space on our single A team, weirdly enough. Or not. That guy's not staying in the majors, that's for sure. So looking at our rotation, yeah, we're missing our ace. But also, we had some good numbers from enough guys that I'm okay with that. Wilhelm threw 200 innings on his own and should have won the Cy Young, but didn't. He was good, actually, after a call-up. He was solid. And yeah, he was an all-star. Because that was our only all-star for some reason. So we want to go to the Red Sox and the Mets to try and seal their first-round picks. So let's go to the Red Sox, Boston. Boston. I wonder where that dude is. Wow. Luther, there he is. Coco Crispin, Double A? What? What's he doing there? He's pretty not bad. We got rid of him, too. He's not making that much. Let's see. What do we want to trade for this guy? Because we want to trade stuff that really isn't that valuable. For, like, on our team. Utley would be great for him. Okay. Utley and Bradford? How about Utley, Bradford, and let's put in someone from AAA who's not that good. We got a lot of young prospects. This guy's 27. He's not that bad against lefties, but he's 27. Great, we got him. We got that guy. So now we need to go to the Mets and get their guy, who's the first baseman, DeFelice. There he is. I mean, that dude's already a good AAA hitter. And if he improves a little, I mean, suddenly he's a starting power-hitting first baseman at the age of 20. Probably, what do they say about Lesher here? All the makings of an excellent pitcher. Great. Oh, he's only on a one-year deal? Why would you sign your first-round pick to a one-year deal? Wait, what? Oh, no, Lesher's our guy. Sorry. Luther is the guy. Okay, they signed him to 2 years. Okay, that I'm not going to be mad at. Hopefully, good. All the makings of an excellent pitcher. I mean, he's already got, I think, better stuff than Lesher does, Luther does. I mean, he's just got a little less stamina, but that's okay. We'll live with that. So let's see. DeFelice, we want to get him. We don't want to give up much. I realize that 2 of our top 4 players, according to just like the bars, are both technically first basemen. But that's okay, because I'm betting one of them only has 1 year left, 2 years, and 1 year left, see? And he's going to be expensive. And guess what? I don't want to pay him the kind of money that he's going to want. Let's see. Who else can we get rid of? Who else sucks? No, he's pretty decent. He's good against lefties. Another first baseman on our roster. Nobody else. I mean, Inge and Grissom are 2 dudes I could just give up. I'll get rid of this guy who sucks. Apparently doesn't suck. Guess they don't want this prospect. Who from AAA do we want to cut? Oh, Infante would be perfect. Although I do like Inge, because Inge can hit against lefties really well. I mean, he's been just a solid hitter. He gets on base. Maybe I can get him without giving him up. We'll see. Let's see. Who else is old? You're kind of old. He might be good enough against righties, depending if he actually takes another leap. Let's see. Anybody? Oh, Gerald Laird. He's not a bad catcher against lefties. You know, 76-70 is not bad for a catcher against lefties. And he did hit well when we called him up last year, so I don't want to get rid of him yet. Cram. He's a dude I can get rid of. Because he can hit well in AAA, but he's not a good enough contact guy. Ooh. Okay, got to do a little better. Let's take Grissom out of the trade. Let's see who else we can give up that's like somebody who's older or not as good. Chantress can hit lefties pretty well. This guy can't really hit, but he's only 20. 19. Okay. Yeah, he's fine at 19. Miyamoto's not actually good, right? Oh, no. He's 27. Maybe they want a 16-game winner from AAA? Guess not. Not really feeling that. Very good young pitcher, so I don't want to get rid of him. He's not... Oh, they changed him a very good young pitcher, because he used to be... this guy's going to be a decent pitcher. Like this guy. Oh, man, we got to give up somebody who's good, maybe. Your friend's dad is in this game? Who's your friend's dad? I assume he's a former major leaguer? That's pretty cool. You did not tell me that. Okay, this guy's 27. We just signed him for a few years, whatever. Oh, so close. Feel like we're close. We just need to figure out. Let's get rid of, what's his name on there? Oh! Shigetoshi Asagawa. He was a pretty good, he was a pretty good reliever, if I remember correctly. That's pretty awesome. Is he still in, like, the Seattle area, or you? Because I wonder where he would have ended up. Because he's Japanese, right? I would have assumed that he would have gone back to Japan, is my guess. Okay, he's 24, signed. Oh, Orange County, California. I mean, all I know is if I had a few $1 million and was retired from my job at 30, I would move to a place like Orange County too. You know? Can't be upset with that. We're close. I feel like we're close. I just need to figure out what guy do I want to give up to get this first baseman who's going to be legit good. Hopefully. Maybe there's someone on the Major League roster I can give up and get rid of. Who's not going to play because they're not that good and would complain about it? He's 30. Inge's 32. Yeah, they're not taking Inge. I like Benson, though, because he can hit against lefties. He's only 24. He's cheap. I mean, he hit well, and that's perfect as a platoon partner for, what's his name? Morneau. Wes Kruko's too good for me to get rid of him. Yeah, Morneau had a bad season, but he's going to be good. We know this. Wilhelm's good. Not trading Babe Ruth. $14 million over 9 years, and that's just from on-field stuff. I assume that he also made more in the NPB and also made a lot of money doing stuff in Japan because he probably was a big deal there for being an American, for pitching in the majors for several years, you know? And that's pretty good work if you can get it, seriously. And, I mean, Michael Young is 33, but he's still too good, I feel like, as a contact hitter to get rid of him. Beimel's too good. Willie Moe's actually playing every day and getting better. Manzanillo can hit for contact and get on base, so no, definitely not him. Not getting rid of a starter. I don't want to get rid of Luis, but maybe I can get him back. So let's get clever. Let's go and try and trade back for Luis. I don't know who we're going to trade, but we're trading someone away who sucks. Maybe in like double A. It's like the 27-year-old outfielder. 27-year, no, he's a utility guy. Let's get rid of a starting pitcher. 25, oh no, he's a reliever. 27. Here we go, 27-year-old starter. 26-year-old starter. Okay. Just gotta get a little creative here. Don't want to trade anyone who actually is like not bad. 3 starters, why not? Oh man, close. We're close. Infante maybe. Let's get rid of those 2 starters. I wonder if I can just trade like Infante for him. No, but I'm feeling close. I don't want to trade away Laird because Laird's too good. Who's old? Okay, Miyamoto sucks. Great, we got Luis back. Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. So we just got a legit first base prospect. We also have 6 spots for free agents. Let's look at our rosters, though. We could use a starter in the majors, depending on the cost and who it could be. Really don't need one. Oh my god, 70-53. God, it's always amazing how bad some of these things are. See, that. So in Japan, it's very interesting. They pitch what we would consider backward. As in, you need to establish your off-speed pitches, and then the fastball is kind of seen as secondary. I believe that's changing, obviously, just like how things have changed in Major League Baseball. But so they weren't like strikeouts were definitely a no-no back when he was pitching for sure. God, I need to get some actual like position players probably. Yeah, not really. Maybe not. I think we're fine on dudes. Anybody in the majors? Just a starting pitcher would be nice, and maybe a reliever. Dontrell Willis is... Hey, look, it's Adam Almanza, who we got rid of. But no, 3.33 ERA, that's good. 900 innings pitch, a 1.3 whip, 5.1 strikeouts per 9. I mean, that's just good. Okay, this guy could be a decent platoon option. He's 26. I'll give him an MLB backup contract because I don't want him to do that for. I don't want him, and I don't want him to be every day because he's not as good. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna give him an offer. He's not worth it. Not signing Brandon Backey. I feel like I may just have to go for Willis. which would suck. I don't want to. Now, this guy's not bad. I'll give him $1 million for indispensable AAA. Why not? He probably won't accept it, but can't hurt. Willis, I mean, I didn't want to give him $7 million before, so why would I want to give him $7 million now? That's the real question. So I don't. So I'll go down to 6.5, and he probably will reject it immediately, and we'll just have to deal without him. If this guy wants a minor league contract, I'll give it to him. He doesn't, so no thanks. No. We really don't need starters at any level. We have so many starters, except for single A, but we have like 500 relievers there, so we're fine. You watched some Mario Baseball speedruns today. Oh, man. I remember playing the GameCube one. I actually remember getting the GameCube one. So the story is that it was in a Toys R Us ad for like 10 or 15, whatever it was off or something. And they made a mistake, though, because there was also the Wii version, and they were just all confused, I believe. And luckily I was able to get it for cheap, and they had it. Because I remember I played through the GameCube and the Wii version. I think it might have been the Wii version, but they had the GameCube version in the photo. I'm not sure. Either way, I have played both Mario Superstar Baseball, Mario Super Sluggers and Mario Superstar Baseball, I think they're called. They're fun. Especially like with the story modes of stuff. Those were fun. Like, I wish that they would do that again. Like, instead they did, like, friggin' Mario Sports Superstars, which sucked. And some other stuff that wasn't great. I mean, is this Rodriguez guy that good? I don't... He's 23 only. He's less expensive than all these other dudes. Greg Aquino sucks, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. He sucks. He sucked for the Indians in real life. Yeah, he wasn't good. David Risky had a good, like, half season for the Indians where he, like, made a ton of saves and stuff. And then the joke is this, like, fan booster club called the Wahoo Club. Obviously, its name is going to need to change. They have, like, events and, you know, players sign stuff for... These are big fans, good fans. Like, Trevor Bauer was at an event, and he's like, when I rag on the fans, I'm not talking about you guys. Like, because you guys are the diehards. You guys care. You're with us through thick and thin. I'm not talking about you. Like, and so he was very nice at the event. But David Risky, the joke is, he came to an event, signed stuff, and then blew every save afterward. And then he got traded to Boston, I believe. Yeah, he's not very good. I think we'll just try for Rodriguez. I'll go for 3 years and $2 million just because he's good and he's 23. At least he's not terrible. I mean, 184 innings is not nothing. And then I think that's about it for us. We don't really need a catcher at any level. We have enough first basemen for the whole organization for sure. Oh, by the way, there's Anthony Freese. See, there's fake Kevin Millar. Anybody who wears 86 in the game is a fake player. So that is Kevin Millar. Guy provides great leadership on the field and is a very good all-around player. He should add a few home runs to his career totals, but won't trouble most pitchers. I mean, he's not bad. He's not good enough to make our Major League roster, but yeah, Mario Superstar Baseball, the challenge mode. Oh, the modes are great. They had a story mode. So one of my favorite games on the Switch, especially one of my favorite games overall, but it's an indie game too, is Golf Story. Because as a kid, I played and I pretty much 100%ed Mario Golf Advance Tour. I loved it. Loved that game. Do we really want to reunite with Sean Figgins? You know, if he wants that money and a AAA contract, I'll give it to him. Because he's the perfect dude as like a utility guy. And he's better than Willie Harris. Esteban Duckworth. No thanks. Okay, this guy's not actually going to be on the Major League roster. We don't need any second baseman. Don't need any third baseman either. But yeah, no, they had story modes to them that were kind of fun, maybe kind of silly, but like you felt like you got better, your player got better, and the game got easier, maybe the courses got tougher, and you could keep doing that stuff. And there was like a real progression. It was more than just playing games. And in a way, that was perfect for me because I like these modes, but I also like the Road to the Show type modes, you know? Ooh, Alex Gonzalez is pretty pretty good against lefties. Too bad he can't play anywhere other than shortstop. And Michael Young is really good against lefties. So he's not going to make it. Hey, he's a manager. He's a manager somewhere, right? Or was Chris Woodward? I think so. Who knows? Cody Ransom. I think he played for a bunch of years somewhere. Dieter Clark. Yeah, you're not that good. Okay, we don't have any center fielders anywhere except for single A. That's kind of hilarious that we have no one whose main position is center field. Yeah, we're fine on pitchers, I think, in the minors. Let's figure out who else. So progression and regression, it essentially happens. So this is pretty much a guaranteed 4 or 5-star guy when they say he's really good or he's a good young something, usually. And guys get better, and then about 29 or 30, they'll start to regress. They may have one more year where they put it back up and they do better. It just depends. Oh, this guy's perfect for AAA. Endy Chavez. Not bad, but not good enough for us. Yeah, I mean, if there's someone who is that good of a hitter, like a platoon guy, like extreme, like, look at that. 33 contact against righties, 88 power. 41 contact against lefties, 45 power. Who is this dude? He's an average outfielder. He's too average for us. Home run or bust, definitely. Definitely exactly what he is. See, we have someone to play left field everywhere. Eric Burns, not that good. Jason Worth probably wants the same deal he was looking at from us. I'll give him an indispensable AAA contract, and I'll even go up to $900,000, but I'm not going any higher. Because I want to be able to throw him in AAA if he regresses and when he regresses. And pretty good for a dude who's, just a free agent. Sure, I'll sign him. 40 homers, 230 Ks sounds about right. That's like Mark Reynolds or something like that, except worse. Bobby Kielty I thought was decent in this game. Maybe not. Bobby Crosby is. Marcus Thames. Not to be confused with Eric Thames. He's not bad against lefties. I think Marcus Thames had like a streak where it was like he had struck out a bunch, but like 6 straight hits of his were home runs for the Tigers, if I remember correctly. Oh, this guy played a little bit. Oh, he can hit righties pretty well and has good plate discipline. Oh, yeah, I'll give him a AAA contract for sure. Redmond wants a major league contract. Still no chance. We can find better dudes. We have one of the best farm systems in the league, so we're fine. Hey, there's Casey Blake. God, it's been like 13 years since the trade. So Casey Blake, for 2 months of Casey Blake, the Dodgers gave up a starting pitching prospect who was supposed to be good, named I believe it was was that the one for John Malone? I believe, because I think Zach Jackson was the guy in the CC Sabathia trade, the CC Sabathia trade to Milwaukee. Point is, the other guy was a not really that heralded catching prospect named Carlos Santana. So the Indians got the guy was on the team for almost a decade. Really good player for a lot of years. And they got him for 2 months of Casey Blake. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see, we're looking at starters. Maybe there's one starter who's worth signing for the minors. I doubt it because, oh my god, that dude has a lot of stamina and a lot of bad pitches. I believe this is the definition of an innings eater who's not getting on our team. That's for sure. Another dude who he has a really good fastball, but a terrible ERA. Oh, he wants a AAA contract? I will give that to him, even though I have plenty of pitching. Plenty of starting pitching. Yeah, we're fine. I don't think we really need relievers for any of our minor league levels because we can adjust and call up and send down guys as we go. Let's see. We have 6 open spots. We made offers to 10 guys. So we should probably trade away a couple dudes just to be safe. Eggs, bacon, and an English muffin for dinner. So I am controversially not a big breakfast person. I do like a Ooh, Satchel Paige would be perfect for us. Let's see if we can trade for him. I love a good breakfast burrito, only with bacon, really. Or chicken if it's, like, from Chick-fil-A. I love their breakfast burrito. But otherwise, I'm not a huge, like, breakfast food person. Like, not pancakes or anything. Versus, like, eggs, bacon, and an English muffin. That sounds good, though. That's more my kind of breakfast. Let's see. What can we get rid of? For chicken minis or busted Chick-fil-A. Oh, those are good. The chicken minis are really good. Actually, it's crazy that the chicken biscuit, which is most places' best breakfast item, like it's great at Wendy's, is arguably the worst item for breakfast at Chick-fil-A. I mean, they've got some depth on that breakfast menu, I'll tell you. But even then, like, I just am not a big breakfast person outside of, I don't care for pancakes or waffles that much, you know? Just nothing, They don't really do it for me. We can probably get rid of him since we have, like, 6 other first basemen, and he has only 1 year left. See, that's not enough for Satchel Paige. And yes, I would spend $12 million on Satchel Paige, because Satchel Paige, look at that. Look at those stats. I mean, you can't beat it. He's friggin' Satchel. He pitched more than 215 innings probably for us, and he'd be very good. T-Trainer. That dude's got some power for a second baseman. He must be like a fake Dan Uggla type. Chick-fil-A breakfast is very good. Yeah, I don't really understand the appeal of going out for breakfast ever. Although, I know, I love when they're at 99 for stuff or 100 is awesome. Yes, I agree. I mean, who else do we want to get rid of? Because I have a lot of pitchers. We can probably get rid of a pitcher or maybe Chantress, because, I mean, let's be real. He's not going to get to the majors with us. We need to get rid of one more dude, probably, and then maybe we can get Satchel Paige. It's got to be someone good, though, from our team. Like, of value. Do we get rid of Babe Ruth? 103, 04. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's really, really fast. So, I don't know if you remember years ago, Madden had a glitch where, for some reason, Christian Kirksey in Ultimate Team, something happened that they ended up inputting his height wrong, so it was so high, his height, that he was too tall, that it made him really tiny. And so, Christian Kirksey was on the Browns, I think a rookie at the time, but it was like everyone called him the Tiny Titan because somebody had posted video of him in a Titans uniform doing this stuff. And it was hilarious, and I think they ended up making it an Ultimate Team thing. I mean, okay, my thinking is that if I can get someone back of value who's pretty good, like, NFL Sean Patterson. No, he'd be the NFL's Eric Kiss. Because Eric Kiss was a player who you could create in the game, who sim games weren't an issue, but if you played with him, he had like a twig bat and would just hit it right back to the pitcher. So I could give up these 3 guys and get Barry Doby, who could then play center field, which would be good because I could use one of those. And he's definitely good enough against righties, but then he's also a really good platoon guy. I'm not getting Ty Cobb. That's for sure. Deschennes is good against righties too, but Doby, let's see, what's his contract? He's cheap. Oh, they don't want Babe Ruth? Okay. Okay, fine. Let's see, can we do better than Chantress to give them someone of value who's better than Chantress? Who's on our Major League roster that's expensive that we may want to get rid of? Or that maybe is going to be expensive? That's another thing we have to consider. I mean, nobody's really costing us that much money on our Major League roster outside of Hoyt Wilhelm, who's worth it because he throws 200 elite innings. These guys are cheap too. I mean, as I keep looking at Myers and I'm like, do I just cut him, get rid of him? Because he's just barely not good enough against righties. But I feel like one more year would make him good enough against righties. Granted, he's up against Luis Gonzalez, who is 87-76 is better than 69-83. It just is. I mean, Sullivan is not that good. He's 26. We're close, I feel like. I feel like we're close. Maybe not. Do I give up a starter? I don't want to give up any of our starters. They're like, I mean, we have all these really good starting pitching prospects. Granted, we've just been picking off like 20-year-old, you know, first-round picks from bad teams for not that much. He's 19. Man, Wolfcastle. Dude's 25, maybe? No. Maybe we give up a Major League starter. I think if we give up like one of our bad Major League starters, we'd be okay. His dude was good. He's going to be more expensive for sure. He's got a long way to go to be really, you know, a starter in the league. How old are the other guys? Buehler's 23. McCracken's 25. Okay, 25, but he's signed for 2 more years. He wasn't great. His curveball kind of sucks. He may be... I mean, I may get rid of him because Everett's 23, and then Udisline's really good, so I don't think he's 25, but really good, so... McCracken? Wow, they're driving a hard bargain here. Sullivan doesn't make a difference. 2 guys doesn't make a difference. Maybe the starter, like Green? No. I mean, who else do we give up? If you have any ideas in the chat, anyone watching, please suggest them. No, not Grissom. I don't want to give up 2 starters to get Satchel Paige. I feel like that's a lot considering we also got rid of Dontrell Willis. Not giving up Navarro. We have a bunch of young guys. That's the thing. I mean, I don't want to get rid of Michael Young, but I also feel like Michael Young could be like a 200, 250 hitter, and we have guys who can at least get on a little better than him in platoon roles. Like Hutchins can play lefties for sure. Man, this is a tough one, man. Do I give up Myers then? If I'm giving up Myers, I feel like I need to get something else. Not getting Jack Cust, that's for sure. I mean, this guy's a reliever who's not good, but he's a reliever. Wow, they do not want to get rid of Satchel Paige then. Fine. We are going to get creative. What can we get for Babe Ruth? I mean, we should be able to get somebody good. I also don't need to trade Ruth. Let's trade Griffey, Sullivan, and Green for hopefully a starting pitcher who's really good. Ooh, 38-year-old Pedro could be interesting. Yeah, he may get worse, but he's not going to be as bad as he was last year. Oh, that's expensive, that contract. I'm not taking $10 million for 3 years for Pedro at 38. 36-year-old Brad Radke. Okay, 1 year I can live with of him, but I also want to get... Hey, look at Derek Jeter. Not at 3,000 hits. He'd have to play for a while. Okay, Raleigh might not be a bad option. Okay, that's expensive, but not awful if he's in our bullpen. You know, we suddenly have 2 really, really good relievers. Beckett's probably too expensive. David DeJesus is not bad in this. Wow, he's really good against righties. Wow. He's actually such an extreme platoon guy. I want to get him. Like, in fact, I think I'm actually better off with him against righties right now, depending on his contract, of course, than I am with Babe Ruth. It's even. And then I can find someone to be just as good as Ruth. Yeah, and DeJesus is cheap. Okay. Do we want to give up one of our starters to get a starter and a reliever? Maybe we give up, I'm trying to think who's more valuable. Probably, yeah, Griffey we'll get rid of. Doubt that that's going to make a difference. And who else do we want to get? So what we got to do is play the platoon smartly, and then we're good. McCracken was who I was going to give up. I still would then be down a starting pitcher, and I'm not getting anybody less, and I'm getting more money. Well, they don't want to do that trade anyway. Fine. I mean, I would get rid of Ruth and do that part of the trade. No. What if I just try and get DeJesus? Because he's really good. Oh, wow, that's all it took. That's all it took for David DeJesus. Wow. So I wonder, if I trade away the these other 2, could I get Raleigh Fingers by himself? What else should I give up? Anybody in the chat, just tell me who you think I should get rid of. Who's maybe older or not that good. You know, 25-year-old AA guy. Who is there in the majors that I could get rid of? I don't really want to cut anyone from the major league team, you know? I just don't. Because a lot of them are too good of platoon guys. Or they're really young. I'd be willing to do that trade for Raleigh. And we got him! Let's go! Gonna have an elite bullpen. We're doing all right. Doing all right. Don't need Radke, so let's see. We made it out in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna advance a week. We'll see. If we really need to, if we really max out at 100, we'll be okay. Problem is, I can't look at the trading block in the off-season. So we got 2 guys. Okay, Merker rejected 1 year, 700 grand with Seattle. We gave him more money, but I guess he's betting on himself. We're not going to get him. Wait, what? He took less money to come back here. This is pretty... I mean, that's only 500 grand more than what we did offer him before. And he just accepted it. Okay, so... Hold up, I gotta do a couple call-ups and send-downs. First off, I gotta send down this guy to single A because that's where he belongs. And I don't even know. This guy can go to double A, sure. I just want to get rid of him, get rid of these guys off of the roster for a second, just so I can see how everything's going to look. Yes, that's fine. And then triple A. Okay. Obviously, Luis gets on the team. And obviously, Raleigh Fingers is getting on the team. And DeFelice goes down to AAA for sure. I mean, oh, Chris Ray. That guy is... probably not good enough for majors. We have like 6 or 7 starters now and a bunch of elite relievers. I mean, we're clearly better than we were last year. Our rotation looks amazing. I'm actually going to put Beimel as our closer, I think, because he's really good and also, like, the 3rd best guy for pitching a ton. Like, Raleigh should pitch 150 innings or more. Like, oh my god, that's going to be scary if those 2 guys don't, like, decline much. Especially with Beimel. Like, we may have the best pitching staff in baseball, along with a really good roster, a really good lineup. I mean, I need to get rid of some dudes, because we clearly have too many players who are too good to not play them. Like against righties, De Jesus needs to play somewhere. Where's Manzanillo able to play? Left and center. Willie Moe is left and outfield. He's right field only, and he's right field only. Somebody's got to go, because David De Jesus is too good to sit on the bench. Like, very clearly. And then Luis is probably the guy against righties there. And then against lefties, we still need a first baseman against lefties, but Benson is there, so that's fine. 85-52 is really good. Why is De Jesus in against lefties? He's terrible against lefties. That would probably be Manzanillo's spot, actually, against lefties. Morneau might get good enough to play against lefties, and he can only play first base. Benson can only play first base. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. We have to get rid of Babe Ruth. Which is crazy to say. But, I mean, he's expensive. He's very good, but he's also declining. I mean, those are really good numbers. But also, he's our 6th best player on our roster. I mean, I'm happy to trade him for a cheap starter who's youngish. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I do want to get a little something more, though. Can Matt Holliday hit against lefties yet? No. Still don't want to get him. I think if I can find someone who's really good against lefties, who can play some unusual positions, that's not bad then. But I just got to find someone who can hit lefties decently well. Or at least well enough for us. Doesn't look like they may have the guy. Hey, Jason Davis hit a home run once in an interleague game for the Indians. I remember I thought that was so cool. Man, St. Louis may not be the guy. May not be the team. I don't think that's the right spot. I would like a starting pitcher. Or someone who can, play anywhere, which would be Robinson, who definitely can play lefties, but he's probably way too expensive for what he is, yeah. Monty Irvin, probably too expensive for who he is. I mean, if I would have gotten, I'll give up Ruth and something else for Satchel Paige. I will do that happily. Sweeney can catch a little bit. I think I may keep him. Like, I'll give up Gonzalez, too. And Ray, who I just signed? Okay, fine. I'm not getting Satchel Paige. As much as I want to, I'm not going to give up everything for him. I would take Doby, though, since, granted, he can't play anywhere other than center. But I feel like that's not, 3.1 million's not bad, then. Although maybe I can get somebody else out of it, too. Can hit lefties. Wow, that guy can really hit lefties. Let's get him, too. I mean, do I want to see about another Extreme Platoon guy somewhere? Kevin Mensch is really good against lefties. You don't really have the space for anyone. That's part of the problem. Like, I almost want, like, a prospect who's like that. I mean... Okay, not him. Doby and Rogers for... I'll give up Luis because Rogers would then fill the lefty void of it. And then I don't know about righties. I don't know what would happen with righties. No, they don't want to do that trade. I would like Doby. I would, but I don't want to just trade Ruth straight up for Doby. I would like to give up somebody who's not that good. Or is a prospect who really doesn't work for us. What about Ray and... who was it that I was giving up? Sweeney? No, not Sweeney. Luis. Hey, there we go! Now, do I really want to try and get Luis Gonzalez back again? This would be the second time that we would have traded him this offseason, and then immediately traded for him back. We also just signed this dude, and bye-bye, you're gone. Because you aren't going to be here. I mean, suddenly Doby's our 6th best player, and this guy's our 7th best player. Great. I mean, what would we have to give up? Probably not much. Let's see. AA guy. Let's find some AA guy who's old, who's not that good. 26-year-old starter in AA. Maybe a reliever or two from single A, who's not very good. Let's see. Not that good, and 20, but not that good. Okay. Maybe if I get rid of the 27-year-old. This guy's supposed to be good. Nope. I'm thinking, because I would like to get him back, if I can, but I'm also not going to go crazy. He's not that good. We're going to be good with or without him. This guy isn't destined for things. How interesting. Okay. Ooh. Man, that rejection thing sometimes is just, like, harsh on ya. Hey, we got Luis back. Great. We didn't even have to give up that much for him. Let's call him back up to the majors really quickly. So we definitely have him. Great. And then AAA is very much feast or famine, but that'll be fixed in due time. So suddenly, Larry Doby's probably going to be our starting center fielder against righties for sure. And DeJesus will play somewhere against righties. And then against lefties, I mean, Rogers definitely will. Oh, that's. I wish it wasn't an MLB everyday contract. And he feels his contract should be higher. You know, play better. Third base. Weibel is very good against righties, kind of good against lefties. Maybe he ends up playing first base against lefties since he's better than Morneau. We'll figure out a lot of that stuff in spring training. I think we have enough pitchers. We have an average of 10 per team. How many guys left? We might get one more reliever. Remember when I was like, oh yeah, we definitely need more relief pitching for our team. And then I decided to trade for Raleigh Fingers. So that kind of went out the window. We're going to be good. We're going to be darn good. Let's see. Rodriguez still considering. Okay, we got Grisecki. I don't know however you say it. And this guy Boca Chica, who can be a fine AAA guy, for sure. So if we get one more pitcher, great. We did get one more pitcher. I cannot believe Dontrell Willis signed with us for $6.5 million for 3 years. Cool. And we got a couple of relievers here, it looks like. Or the one reliever, Rodriguez, rather. 3 years, $2 million per. Not a terrible contract. I think we're just going to... We'll advance next week and advance through the end of free agency. And then I believe next is spring training. We'll see what happens. Yeah, free agency is over. A couple of dudes rejected our contract offers. And that guy got more money. I don't know why. That dude must have gotten like a major league promise or something. Because I did not give him one. That's for sure. As they finish up signing free agents. I will say, if this game can run on my Windows 10 laptop with an SSD, I wonder how quickly things would load. Okay, obviously, he's the best option, so we're going to keep him. I don't know about Ozzy. Anybody else at 0 years? Our MLB scout. I'm going to release him and see... Okay, he's clearly better than everyone else. I don't think there's any other position where our guy is worse than... You know, that's the thing. Like, your staff just kind of stays. Like, what are you going to do? Fire the manager? I'm not going to fire this manager. 97, 97, 98, 98. I'm not going to do that. Ozzy Guillen I could fire, but the guys here are worse. So, yeah. That's the one thing. The coaching they didn't really think about. Man, our total payroll went up. But that's okay. Hey, spring training. Let's save really quickly first. And then sim through... Well, and then we'll do contract extensions and see what we can do about getting some guys some better contracts for us. Like, if I can get that dude from an MLB Everyday to an MLB Backup or a AAA indispensable contract... The guy who's just going to play against lefties, the third baseman, I'll do it. That's so much better. I'll even give him a couple $100,000 extra just to make him happy contractually, because that's what you have to worry about here, is making sure that people are happy. Oh, so I did change the pricing back. Yeah, I did. My God, we have luxury boxes too. It's... God. Hopefully we make money this season. That would be really annoying if we don't. God, we have a lot of relievers. And a lot of starters, too. My God. Yeah, I'm definitely changing up how this thing goes. I don't really care about spring training. But let's look at guys who are with 1 year left. Okay, I'm not going to give him that right now. I'm not going to give him any more money. No, not yet. No, I'm not giving you more money. Or you. Dude, you haven't thrown an inning for us. You've also been terrible in the majors so far. No. Is he seriously our second best starter? Like third best? No way. Okay, Beimel I'll sign later on. Sweeney wants... No. This is the guy, though, I need to worry about. I want an indispensable AAA contract, and I'll go up to 1.5 for him, because I think he's so good against lefties that he has a value. Angrily rejects. What about backup MLB? Angrily rejects. I'll go up to $2 million per for indispensable AAA. Ooh, you're not happy with me. Let's see, 2.5? Okay, 2.5 works. I'm happy to give him more money and a contract where he won't be as annoyed or pissed at me constantly. AAA guys, you want more money, so no. It's pretty much only guys who want the same amount of money and an extra couple of years and not a major league deal. Those are the only guys I sign now. Like this guy, see, he wants exactly the same thing. Great. You can be a career AAA guy. And man, if only minor league baseball players made as much money as they do in this game. I mean, seriously, they're making $400,000. They make like 10% of that in the real world minors. Oh, nope. I am that cheap. $100,000 is too much for me to worry about. What? No, you're not getting a major league contract. If you're in AA, sir, you're in AA. Seriously? We could try cheating the game and actually just like be really terrible and pay for nobody and go like 162-0 and play all the games. But that seems like a lot of work and a lot of effort that I don't want to deal with. I much prefer the simming of stuff. I don't know why a reliever wants a spot starter thing, but okay. Yeah, you want the same amount of money, so whatever. You still want $100,000, great. Oh my God, what is wrong with these people? They're not that good. This way I don't have to worry about doing this later. It's easy enough. It doesn't cost me anything. And it's a lot cheaper than worrying about signing guys for 300 grand. Quintero? Okay, sure. Take 3 more years of my money. Why not? I'll trade you or you'll retire. So as you can see, our best player may be a free agent. Our 5th best player may be a free agent. And how many of our starters are potential free agents? Let's see here. Where is it? There's relief pitcher. Oh, this is... Oh, shoot. I thought it was just Major League. 1 starter. Oh, really? Only... Okay. Two starters, probably, could be free agents. We'll see how much they want, though. Whatever. I'm not concerned about that. What I am concerned about is getting through spring training. We have back-to-back days off for some reason right before the end of it. Whatever. I always like if my team wins 20 games in spring training, because there are only like 22 that you actually play in here. And we've come close. We've gotten like 18 and 19. Problem is, you can't just lose it all. And unfortunately, the way that other teams are built, it's always so different. So, yeah. Okay, 13 and 1. Oh, okay, so if we win out, we can get to that. Okay, we can't get to 20 wins. Okay, happens. As we pass the hour mark, I'm not going to stream for too much longer. Probably actually what we'll do is we'll go to the Major League season. Yikes, we did really poorly later on in spring training. Like, yikers right here. 4 straight losses, not good. Hey, at least we won a week winning every game. That's cool. Just want to see if anything's like crazy numbers. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Anybody with like a ridiculous... 868, good lord, no. Hey, Hoyt is not going to be our closer in the regular season, but that's okay. Anybody like hit ridiculously well or something? Like shockingly well or poorly? Willie Moe not hitting well. Dobie is not going to play every day, that's for sure. He actually has some pretty good plate discipline, which is good. Because if your guys get on base like Navarro does, that's a value right there. So let's begin next season. Let's go to player progression and see who got better, who got worse. So let's just sort by our best players. Okay, Kruko got better, which is good. Morneau got better against righties, worse against lefties. So already he wasn't going to play against lefties. So guess what? He's still not going to play against lefties. Weibel definitely got better, good enough to play against, obviously, both every day. He's an everyday player, which he's going to get expensive if he has a good season, and he probably will. Dontrelle Willis signed a big contract and got worse. Not ideal. White Wilhelm got worse, but I'm not sure how, because none of his main stats went down. Beimel got better, which it's... Oh, my lord. 98 fastball, 83 curveball, and 80s for his other pitches. Plus 56 stamina. I mean, this guy is going to be expensive as well. Rogers got better against righties, but still not good enough to play. But he's fast, which is good. And he can still play against lefties for sure. Michael Young got better at age 33 and is really good. Like 350 hitter he should hit this year. Larry Doby, better against righties, which is all he's going to play, not against lefties. Yeah, it's an indispensable contract. Yeah, maybe I should renegotiate it for fewer years and more money and situational so that he's not unhappy. I'll deal with that when we get past this one. Udis line got better, not by much. Manzanillo, really good contact hit. We're going to hit the ball a lot this season. Willie Moe, really good at, amazing against lefties, really good against righties. Raleigh got worse, but not significantly so. That DeFelice guy, I mean, he may be good enough to play in the majors already, just straight up out of the draft. He's already a top 100 prospect, 10 more contact points. 82 contact is pretty good Unfortunately, can't play anywhere else other than first base. Everett got better. That's good. Deoner Navarro got better. Not good enough to be our catcher against lefties, but that's okay. Lesher got better. That's good. Sweeney, not going to play really that much. He'll just be a backup in the majors probably because he can catch. He's not better than Deoner, though. Not a chance. David DeJesus, really good against righties. Not going to play him against lefties. Glenn Allen Luther. Glenn Allen, I didn't realize that was his first name. Maybe I wouldn't have traded for him then. Improved. Trombley improved. McCracken improved, but he may end up in AAA. Good Lord. He's not as good as a bunch of our other starters. Luis got worse, but he's still good enough against righties, I think. Buehler got better, but again, another guy who I think is going to be in AAA. Like, he's like our 5th or 6th best starter now. Maybe even worse than that. His dude's definitely a AAA guy. Grisecki, who we signed, okay. Wonder if there's any other surprises here. Well, that's the reliever that we signed to an MLB contract who's not going to be in the majors because he's not that good. Benson got worse, but he's still good enough against lefties where he's going to play somewhat. Hutchins is our catcher against lefties despite getting worse. Yeah, I mean, we have some dudes who are just really big platoon guys. Laird got better against lefties. He may end up being our catcher against lefties. We'll see. We'll have to figure all this stuff out. That's going to be... We have a lot of roster decisions, and we may have some roster crunches. Like this guy, Lord, who is this guy? He needs to be in the majors. 70-85, man. He's good enough to play against major league pitching on righties. Seriously. I mean, we got some dudes. So what's his name? Lawrence. Brandon Lawrence. So I need to call him up probably. Okay, well, let's do optimize rosters because then I'm going to do my whole thing. Which includes, I bet you, is he in... What's his name again? Lawrence. He's the dude. Okay, who goes down to AA? Definitely a starter. Probably his due, because he's the worst of them, and then I'll call him up to AAA and throw somebody down to AA, because somebody's bad enough. Oh, this guy, he's a real person. Yeah, you can go down to AA, and I'll call... Oh my god, Brandon Ind, what happened to him? Okay, he's still pretty good against lefties. I want to call him up, and... What's his name? The starter who I sent down. His due, that too. And I think everybody else is mainly a AA guy. I just want to make sure that there aren't any, like, extreme platoon dudes. 75-45 is good, but not good enough for us. Not in the majors, that's for sure. Yeah, nobody in single A is going to be that good. Although Quintero's not terrible against lefties. That experiment did not work out well. And we just got... He's in single A now. Sorry. Okay, so let's go to AAA and figure out who comes up to the majors and who gets sent down. Okay, Morneau definitely stays. Weibel stays. DeFelice is an 82-62. I'm not sure that's good enough. We definitely need a catcher against lefties. And Laird is the best option we have. Despite Hutchins being pretty good, he's going to be in AAA to start the season. I think DeFelice gets sent down. Sweeney is not going to play for us, really. Like, he's a 77-76. Yes, he can catch, but I'll call him up if we need a catcher. I mean, there's got to be somebody who can hit a little better platoon-wise. Okay, Inge probably is a good option. And who else can hit well? Where's the one dude? Did I call him up to the majors already? The right fielder? Yeah, Lawrence, I did. Okay. Well, let's look at these other guys. Obviously, they're all here. He's good enough. I mean, I think at this point, this is our roster, at least hitters-wise, because, I mean, none of our guys are that good in AAA that they're such an extreme platoon that they're so good that we need to call them up. Now on to pitchers. His dude's really good, and we got to send down some pitchers, though, because we have, what, 6, 7, 8 starters? We're not having 8 starters on our roster. I'm sorry. Trombley is definitely one of them who's out, and I think McCracken is too. I think McCracken goes down and Trombley goes down. I think we call up Rodriguez because he has a major league contract. Yeah, and then I think we send down, and I guess we're going to call up that first baseman who's never going to play. But we need to throw someone on the roster. So Trombley goes down, and DeFelice comes up. Never playing in minors at all. Maybe I call up Hutchins if I need to get rid of a pitcher. I mean, I could do that. What else do we have in the bullpen that's not that good? I mean, you just see the dips of, like, the you can tell if a guy's a platoon guy and one of my choices, because he just, like, the dips. I mean, actually, Rodriguez can be our closer. And then do I really need all of these pitchers? I mean, DeFelice is the only guy I would send down for him. And he's a better hitter, but he's never going to play. He's never going to see the field. At least this guy can catch, and you want another catcher. Great. That's going to be our team. Okay, so actually, let's leave screen anyway. First thing I want to do, though, is figure out who are our top 5 starting pitchers. Oh, wait. The better way to do this is team management, transactions, free agents. There we go. Who is this guy? Very good pitcher. Okay. You want a AAA contract? Sure! Join our minor league system. Why not? Okay, so back to starters. Looking at our major league team, I mean, it looks like they get worse. So I think we're okay. I think we have the right 6 guys as our starters in the majors. I think so. Rodriguez will be our closer. I think Beimel is the setup guy, and Wilhelm and Fingers as our middle relievers. They're going to pitch a lot of innings, and they're going to pitch them very well. I think Lesher probably goes to be the 6th starter for now. Yeah, that's probably the right call, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably the right move. Well, I should look at payroll here. Let's see, so Willis, Udisline is 2, actually. Averett, Lesher, Luther. Who else do I have on them? Oh, Bueller. Bueller's not that good. Bueller's worse than Trombley. Let me look at their stats. Maybe I'm mistaken here. And I should have Trombley up here instead of Bueller. No, I'm making the right call because Bueller has better stuff overall. Yeah, that's fine. Bueller's going to be the 6th guy, though. Udisline's 2nd. Yeah, we'll just go by stamina, then. That's fine. Man, we're going to be so good. And God, our minor league team has so many pitchers. Kraken's not going to be the closer. I mean, do we cut a pitcher? I don't even know. There are so many starters in our organization now. And most of them won't be that good. We have too many pitchers, I think. This is a real thing. And none of them are in single A. We have 0 starting pitchers, people who are named starting pitchers, like as their position in single A. Let's look at batting order. Okay, so they have 4, they have 1, which they need. Okay, so I'm going to call up a couple. I don't really have many hitters. I'll call up a couple of relievers from. So I'll call up 1 hitter along with a. Okay, leave screen anyway. Let's see, call-ups and send-downs. Let's go to AA here. We're sending down a bunch of starters because we don't need them in AA. We don't need 19,000 starters. This dude can go to single A because he's a real player who's not that good. You don't seem that good. Okay, great. We'll call up another hitter from single A. Oh, Valencia seems to be pretty darn good. Yeah, he can be in AA. And then 1 other... And then I'll send down a couple more starters for a couple of relievers. Because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starters. Okay, that's not terrible. But also single A has like 500 relief pitchers. So they can lose 2 of them. truly. All for double A. One of these two guys. It doesn't really matter, but I like looking. Four-seam sinker guy seems better. Cool. And then I think I will send down one starter to single A. You can go down. And then I do want to check one thing. If that guy we just signed, the starter, that's Seguignol, I don't know how you say his last name. We will see about him. If there's really a bad starter, Rodriguez might be not that good. Seguinol. It doesn't really matter at this point who I have in the AAA on the AAA team. Not particularly, but at least that one dude has a AAA contract. Oh my god, he has an MLB contract? Why do I have a dude with an MLB contract in AAA? Ah! If any of these guys had, like, AA contracts, I would put them down there. I could send down a reliever. I really don't need all of those relievers. Yeah, let's send down you and call up that dude who's really good. At least not terrible. Okay, back to where we were. So now, Single A has at least a couple of guys who are actual starting pitchers starting for them. Imagine that. In fact, they have 3. That's 3 more than they had before. Oh no, they have 4. That's even better. My voice keeps getting higher. 4 starters now, finally. Okay, great. And like 500 relief pitchers. I don't even know where to put dudes. I truly don't know. But I don't need 3 long men. Who's got the lowest stamina? You do. You're going to be a middle reliever. Great. Okay, Akron. Enough starters here that we're fine. They have 5. I think 1 more somewhere, maybe. No, maybe not. Just 5 starters. Okay, Thompson can be the long man. Franco can also be there. That's fine. AAA. They have like 19 starters. Okay, they have 1 too many starters here. I need to send 1 down to AA somehow. Or single A. Could just be that mean. Do I want to do that and just piss off some random pitcher and send him down to single A where he can just dominate? Now let's do it with the dude we just signed. Why not? Screw you, dude. You signed on opening day. That's what you get, buddy. Yeah, Armando, you can be the ace here, and you can just dominate dudes. Have fun. And then you can be there. There, now they have just... God. They have, like, clearly, they have, like, 5 Major League starters, or 4 Major League starters, and then a bunch of dudes who might be AA pitchers, but are good enough to be there. Okay, let's look at batting order. Clearly we have... Okay, we have enough spots for everyone. Okay, clearly we need to redo this lineup, but let's just do the minors first and just throw dudes in spots. I don't care where they are. I really don't. Just throwing dudes to fill empty slots in the minors so we don't have to worry. There we go. Alright, center field and third base. Okay, if both of them can play center. No, you're closest to third base. Great. Anybody better hitter? Valencia is cool. Valencia can go in center field, and that dude can play third base. Valencia and Palmeiro. You see how much I love the minors, really. I'm such a big minor league baseball guy for these teams. Okay, they need a DH. AAA, I actually do care about if somebody's that good. Oh, DeFelice. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's put Jackson back in there. DeFelice can be the 3-hitter. Oh my god, I need to call up Pete Benson. How did I miss him? Oh my god, that dude's too good to be in AAA. How is he not in the majors? I mean, Hutchins gets sent down probably? Because everyone else is a really good platoon guy who's probably going to play, except for maybe Lawrence, because, let's see, you're playing righties and lefties, you're playing righties and lefties, he's righties and righties, and then he's righties and lefties, and somehow we have 1 too many outfielders, it feels like. Yeah, Lawrence can get sent down. Let's just do that. Okay, let's fix this then. Okay, Lawrence will be the DH. Oh, Sweeney needs to play somewhere. Because, like, these guys are actually, like, not bad, and I want to make sure that they play if they're not bad. So, Maybe not for Chantress. I don't know. I shouldn't be so concerned because it's AAA. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll throw DeFelice at first. And the other dude at DH, Lawrence. Even against lefties. There, now that's settled. Okay, now on to the Major League roster. Right-handed pitchers. Who plays against righties? If you're not that good against righties, you're not in the lineup. I think that's our righties lineup, except for DeJesus has to play somewhere. Who do I get rid of for him? God, I think I need to trade another player. Otherwise, Whitley Mopena, an 84-84, is not going to play against righties. Which is insane. That can't happen. No, I'm not doing that. I mean, this lineup is also insane against righties. Like, truly insane. And then I think our lineup against lefties is also pretty darn good. I mean, Wes Kruko's going to want a lot of money. He's also really fast. I mean, who do I cut? Who do I get rid of on this team? Is it Doby? Do I trade away Larry Doby because DeJesus is better against righties and cheaper? I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, that's... Oh my god, I have to trade him away now? Jeez. I mean, unless... I know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one more last-ditch effort. I will trade away Kruko and Doby for Satchel Paige. If that's going to get us Satchel Paige, our lineup will be worse, but oh my god, our pitching. Plus, it's Satchel freaking Paige. How do you not want that guy? I mean, yeah, it sucks we'd be getting rid of Kruko, who's really, really good, but, like, I think we'd be okay. Well, we got ourselves Satchel Paige. Let's go! Holy crap, we need to... Okay, you're the ace, obviously, now. God, we're spending so much more money on dudes. Okay, one of you guys is going down to AAA. And it's going to be Bueller. Because, yeah. Bueller goes down to AAA. I'll call up some sort of a hitter. Probably, actually, of course, after all that, Bueller goes down to AAA. Oh, good, he can just go down. But I have to call someone up for the majors, of course. DeFelice it'll be, I think. Or Sweeney. Who else did I send down that was that good? Lawrence? 70-85 is pretty good against righties, and he's an outfielder, which we now don't have one of. Okay, that'll work. Let's just fix this lineup really quickly. Sweeney against righties and Chantress against lefties. Great, that's solved. Okay, back to our lineup against righties. Okay, now that we got rid of arguably our best hitter, but it doesn't really matter because we got rid of two of our best hitters. But that's okay, because we're still really, really good against righties. And now suddenly he has a spot in the lineup against righties, which is fine. He'll be our 9-hitter, which is, again, really good for a 9-hitter. Actually, our 8-hitter, because that dude's just going to get on base every time. Okay, he's got to be a little higher up in the lineup. Yeah, this works. This works against righties. I don't care about, since there is a DH in both leagues. Okay, obviously against lefties. Inge may be good enough against lefties, but I don't know for sure. Weibel is actually going to play first against lefties because Morneau's not that good against them. Laird's our catcher against lefties because he's better than Navarro. Pete Benson is going to DH, and then Willie Moe plays right field. And then somehow I still have an 85-69. Okay, that's definitely better than DeJesus. And Luis should not be playing either. So that's two guys who I can put in the lineup somewhere. Let's see. Inge can play pretty much anywhere. He'll play second base. And then 64-72. So Morneau's better than him. But also, Hutchins isn't bad, but he can only play catcher and first. Do we have anyone that good against lefties in AAA? It's like so elite against them. Or AA even? Do I need to sign a guy or trade for a guy who's really good against lefties who can play the outfield? Yeah, I think I do. Because clearly our team is too good against righties. Somebody needs to play somewhere. And it's not going to be... I mean, Willie Mo's in right already. Somebody's either going to... Otherwise, someone's going to learn a position that they have never played before. And I don't want to do that. So we are going to trade for someone who can hit against lefties really well and play like center field. Brassard's too good. We need someone who's just like mediocre, like this guy might be. Okay, but he's too good against both that I would want to play him every day. Everyday player. Okay, this guy's good enough that he would only play against lefties. And he's a center fielder, so that solves that problem. I mean, who's in AAA that definitely isn't going to make the majors? I mean, do we want to trade one of these guys who's making $2 million and on a major league contract? Why not? Who's worse? McCracken's 25, Buehler's 23. I think McCracken. Oh, wow, they don't want that. Okay. Anybody else who I'm thinking that I could get rid of from AAA? Maybe one of our... Okay, don't they have like a ton of starters in AA maybe? I don't remember. Oh, who's that dude? The real player. Where's the real player? Like, he's like 31. He's not in the majors, is he? There's no... Oh, wait, I put him in single A. That's right. Okay. I don't want to trade away any more starters than what I've already traded away. I'll trade away... fake Mike Krukow? Yeah, he wants a lot of money. He is making a lot of money. I mean, do I trade away McCracken and Buehler? I really don't need pitching. But they're both good starters. They're both kind of expensive, though. I mean, $2 million's not that much. Or do I go the other direction with it? Trade away, like, Willis, who's making a lot of money. I mean, who else is making an obscene amount of money in the majors that shouldn't be making that? 6.3 is fine for a dude who's going to pitch in relief every day. And is, I believe, still our second best relief. Oh, no, he's not. He's actually, you know... I'll trade away Raleigh for this guy. Perfect. And we saved ourselves $5 million. So that's promising. We should probably call up a pitcher of some note. Maybe not. We don't need to. Okay, back to the lineup. So against righties, DeJesus is our starting center fielder. Because this guy's not that good against righties. Oh, good. He's on a cheap contract. Great. Okay, against lefties, he should be in center field. Okay, they totally redid our lineup, didn't they? Yeah, they clearly... Did they... What? Why would they put Laird in as our starter against everyone? No. And Morneau on the bench? Seriously? What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with this game sometimes? Like, what? Brandon Ninja's a lefty hitter, not... And then probably Lawrence is the only other guy who's a hitter who's... Yeah, he's the best dude for that. Well, if he's... He's a better fielder than Willie Mo, so actually I'm going to put Willie Mo at DH and then Rogers in right, or not Rogers, Lawrence in right field. So let's figure out who's going to go where. I think that's fine for Willie Mo. Morneau, DeJesus probably, Navarro, Gonzalez. There, that works. Okay, lefties. Let's figure this one out now. Okay. Yeah, you're playing. You don't play against lefties. Sorry. So actually, Rogers goes in at third base. You go in at first base. The DH will be somebody who can actually hit the ball against them. So Benson. Unless, who's the better fielder? Okay, it's very clearly Weibel. Okay. Yeah, you're against lefties. Okay, you're not. That's obviously Gerald Laird's spot. Inge will go to second base because he's better. You are not going to be there. Willie Mo, obviously, because he's not even in the lineup yet. So Hutchins is the best. Hutchins or Morneau. So 62-81 or... Not really. I mean, he's... Okay, 62-81 is clearly the best guy who's on our bench against lefties. And he is very clearly worse than most of these guys. So let's figure out the order now. Who is really good contact against lefties? Actually, I'll just do... We'll just do Willie Mo hitting second. Why not? Why not? And then probably Weibel. Actually, I'll swap Weibel and... do I have an against... Okay, Weibel can hit second against everyone. Willie Mo third. We're not going to hit it for as much power against lefties, but I also feel like we're still going to hit pretty solidly well against them. Like, this is clearly our worst order, but, like, still not bad. I mean, against righties, I don't know. I think the weakest spot might be here, these three guys, but they're all above average hitters, so we're fine. And then who doesn't play at all? So I think Hutchins doesn't play at all. And that's it. Everybody else is either against righties or lefties. Our rotation is insanely good. I mean, do I want to call up one more starter or a reliever even? I don't. I really don't. God, but they have so many starters in AAA. Someone needs to go down to AA. I can't do... I'm not doing 9 starters on one team. I'll send down 1 starter for AA. And that'll probably be that then. And I think that's it for all the roster moves. I know. A lot of roster moves because our team is really, really good and really, really deep. Like, it's kind of a problem. Okay, Rodriguez goes down. He's obviously going to start there. Turnbow goes there. That's fine. And then Buehler obviously is a starter. Wolfcastle's probably still a long man here. I mean, yeah, he's a long man. 79-70. I mean, Tremblay's the worst fastball in the rotation, but he's better than him. Buehler's going to be the ace. Then McCracken. Then them. Alrighty. That's, this is our rotation. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. He's very good. This is scary. He's, like, scary very good. So, can't really complain. Let's look at our payroll really quickly. I mean, our payroll is clearly about 100 grand higher than it was this time last year. But if we win a lot of games, somehow we're pitching 16th. I don't get it. Oh, we have... Oh, I need to call someone up? What? Oh, I need to call someone up. I mean, I guess it's going to be DeFelice. Or I could call up another starter, but I don't really want to do that because then it's like... They're never going to pitch. So, DeFelice it is. Great. He's good, but not that good. 82-62 against righties is somehow still not good enough to crack the lineup. That's really good. Not good enough for us. Bloomquist, 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 and Bloomquist. Yeah, we don't have a ton of position player depth, so actually I think I'm gonna have to remember like that for the drafts and stop drafting starting pitchers and relief pitchers, because clearly we have enough pitching in our system, in our organization. Enough that we have 8 starters in AAA, 4 of whom could be major leaguers right now on pretty much any other team. I mean, whew. Every single one of our teams should just destroy everyone. Like this, to me, this feels like a 100-win team. And I have enough dudes who make a lot of money that I would expect to be doing that. We're going to lose a lot of money early on, but I think we're going to make it back. I hope we're going to make it back. Otherwise, whoo-wee, man, that is... a lot of money we're spending here. A lot of money. So I think I'm not going to spend any money here because we have this, like, nice cushion. Let's see, how much money did we lose? Oh, we lost $500,000. Did they tell us anything interesting? No. Let's see, what's our daily finances? Okay, we got $3 grand more, that's it. Losing $580,000 a day. That's so much money. We're gonna lose so much money. Also, do I do free tickets early on? I can do actually, we have the money, we might as well pay for some of these things. Like, what's the max? You can give out 20,000 things? Sure, 20,000 magnetic schedules for this game that doesn't matter. Sure, 20,000 baseball cards. We have the money. We might as well use it if it's going to get people in the door better than free tickets do. Let's do 20,000 keychains. Why not? Sure. These are 3 out of 10 games. Who cares? Because we'll set everything up for the season, and then next time we'll go through this. We'll actually go through the season. Alrighty. 5 out of 10 is whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. Sure, team calendars. Why not? It's still April. Who cares? They said something about rainouts. I didn't even see. Like, you can put in the order. What does it say? Oh, once the order is set, it cannot be rescinded. Sure. Yeah, these 2 out of 10 games need me giving stuff away, considering we see 42,000. I'll give out 10,000 baseball caps. These expensive things, I'm not giving out 20 grand of them. I'll give out 10,000 of them, like a normal person. Batting helmet, I'll give out 10,000 of those. Let's do 10,000 t-shirts here. If anyone in the chat sees anything that they want me to do for promo days, let me know. Because I'm just kind of picking them at random. This is an expensive one, but sure, let's do it. Kids baseball glove, why not? Oh, the beach towel. We haven't done the beach towel, and we'll do the sport watch next. 10,000. So somehow it's a 2 out of 10 game, despite Tampa Bay apparently being the best team in the league. Wonder how many of our former players they have. Let's do another magnetic schedule giveaway. We'll go up to 20 grand for that one. And then 20,000 keychains. Why not? We have the money. We might as well use it. June. We have a lot of home games in June that are not going to matter. More magnetic schedules. Yay! I really hope that these do pan out in terms of the money that we're giving out. Like, we're losing a lot of money. We're spending millions on just freebies for fans. I mean, we would like them to get in the door. We want them to buy tickets and buy things while they're here. But also, I mean, it's expensive, these things. I'll do the baseball card next. Against the Metropolitans, who are apparently the worst team in the league. So that'll be fun. Of course, we're hosting them and their garbage. Already done enough keychains. Let's do posters. 20,000 posters. Let's do 20,000 toy figures. Why not? Some of these, it's interesting how much they cost. Like, I don't think these numbers are that accurate in terms of, you know, how much they really are, these promotional days. I'll do 20,000 calendars and then 20,000 baseball cards here. Like, to me, a magnet schedule I would think would cost more than an actual calendar would. Because, like, the magnets are not cheap, I would assume. Yeah, these White Sox games will matter enough, I think. Same with these Reds games. I'll do these. That's going to be it, is these AL West teams. Because they're, like, the AL West, no one cares. I'm sorry to say, no one wants to come see us play an AL West team. So let's finish up what we're doing here. Keychain done. Oh, let's do baseball card. And then what else? What else is the next cheapest? 4,000 for the toy figures and then 4,000 for the posters. We'll do that then. Posters and then team calendars. That'll be it. Did I do keychains? I did keychains already. And then, yeah, team calendars. That'll be it. That's what's that, 200 grand? 100 grand. There we go. Alrighty, that's good enough. I think we're fine in terms of the games will be more impactful later on in the season and people will just pay more for a good team. Like, I'm not giving anything away on opening day because it's a 5 out of 10 game. The impact matters. So I think we're good on prices for everything. So let's just look really quickly. 6th, 2nd, 2nd, 1st. We'll take that. That is really good. Our fielding's not great, but who cares? Who cares about fielding? I do want to look at some of these career stats for any of these guys to see if there's anything interesting. Has DeJesus been good? He was in the minors a couple years ago. He wasn't that good last year. What? Dude's gonna be amazing for us. Luis has been just consistently okay, not good, fine, and then very good last year. Let's see, anything else interesting here? Oh yeah, Gerald Laird, because he played for a couple games. Yeah, 5 games for us last year. This year he's going to play, like, more like the 66 games he did. And then Satchel Paige. I thought it's 1965. I mean, he's going to hopefully have a sub-3 ERA for us and be just an innings eater of all innings eaters. Strike out 200 and just destroy everyone. Willie Moe he'll be good this year. He'll be really good. How was this Ramos guy last year? Not bad considering he played every day. Not terrible. Let's see. Rogers. Okay, played in 81 games last year and was fine. Will be fine. Oh man. Ole has just played every season for us here. I mean, he's got 50 career wins now. Last year was not good after the 2 previous seasons being better. But he struck out more guys, so that's good. Oh yeah, D-Train. Let's look at his stats and stuff. Yeah, Real World 04, and then not good, really good in Boston. Not that good in Boston. And then pretty good for us as our ace. And then Michael Young, that first year here, I don't know what got into him that year. I mean, he's a good hitter, and he's going to be a good hitter for us, for sure. Jorge Rodriguez. That's what I thought. I thought this was a dude who we had. And I was right. And then somehow he was good enough to be on our team in 07. And then in 08, the year we won the World Series, he ended up spending all year as the AAA closer. Last year, he pitched in a long relief role, it looks like, for Boston. Was fine. Now he's back with us. I wonder if there's anybody else that interesting. Averett, since we got him, not good, not that good. He really hasn't been that good. He's got to put it all together one of these years. He will, I think. Beimel, though, that's a dude who's just been a monster innings eater for a couple of seasons. I mean, that's really good. Pete Benson, we just got him. He played part-time. He'll be fine. Try to see if there's anything else that interesting. I gotta look at him. Oh, Inge. Inge, who was in the minors partly, and then he's been pretty darn good for us every single season in just like 60 games. Sure, just take your 200 plate appearances, hit well. That's all we want out of him. And then Manzanillo was... Okay, he was an everyday player for Washington, and he hit really well. He didn't hit as well for us. And if he's going to hit 347, that'll be... Oh, we'll be dangerous if he's our 9-hitter hitting that well. Holy moly. Anybody else interesting in AAA? Yeah, Buehler, who's kind of just split time. Last year he did play all season in the majors and was good enough. Anybody else? Grissom, he was in the majors last year. That's right. And then he pitched a lot, was good, and yeah, threw a lot of innings there. Just trying to see if there's anybody else. Oh, McCracken. Wow, this guy has a lot of major league experience. Only 1 year with us and was fine. We don't really have any other dudes who are like real major leaguers. Tremblay was terrible. Not just for someone else too. He was terrible. Well, he wasn't bad in 08 for Seattle. God, this is the lore of this is so interesting. Dude has yet to make the majors, but he's been pretty good in AAA, decent enough at least. And then Jesus Ludwig is a dude who I was like, he'll eventually make it to the majors, and he instead has gone from AA to splitting time in between AA and single A to now 3 years in AAA, followed by this year in AA. Kind of hilarious. I think that's about everyone's stuff. I mean, Hutchins is kind of interesting. I forget, like, I want to assume that we drafted all these dudes, but I forget that, like, some of them are free agents or some of them are just, like, trade guys. Like, oh god, he was bad last year in the majors. Really good in AAA, though. Glenn Allen Luther was the draft pick. Oh, Morneau. Before coming here, he was pretty good. He was bad for us last year. He needs to be better. He will be better, I'm convinced. Oh, yeah, I should try and, now that I think about it, I just thought about it. Let's, go to payroll here. And let's look at our MLB guys who are only part-time players, like Morneau. Like, I would give him $3.5 million to make him happy if he's, like, just situational MLB. I mean, ooh, 4? I'll go up to 4. I'm not going anymore. Okay, well, then you can deal with not playing and be unhappy about that part of your contract. Let's see, who else was there? Oh, DeJesus. DeJesus is a dude I would love to sign for a long time. I would love to just get him as an MLB situational. I'll go up to, like, $2 million for him. Oh, good. That's good. I'm fine paying him a little more because it means that he'll be happy. And that matters. You know, like, I'll need to probably end up putting, Navarro's only situational, right? Like, Morneau will probably end up on the trade block at some point if he's not happy. Young is good enough. And then, I mean, everybody else is kind of AAA or Major League situational contracts where it doesn't really matter what's happening because... Oh, this, yeah. And then AAA guys. Who's on a Major League contract in AAA that needs to go on the trading block now? Okay, Smith, McCracken, and Bueller. And if we get some, like, really good offer and knock us dead, sure, take them away. I don't think anyone has a Major League contract in AA. No, they don't. Nobody in Single A is going to have... even a AAA oh my god, that dude has a Major League spot starter contract. In what world? Did I trade for him? How did he end up on my team with a Major League spot starter contract and he's in Single A? Like, not even AA or AAA. Single A! And Shegwinall, too. Or however you say his name. So yeah, everybody else should be happy. The only guy who won't be... will be Morneau, but I think if our team chemistry is good, which it seems to be, and everything else kind of goes the way it should this year, we're going to be really, really good. And if we win 110 games and stuff, who cares? Morneau's not going to be that mad, you know? So I'm saving, and I think that'll call it a stream. I definitely have spent way too much time diving into players' stats and something that probably only interests me and not as many people on the stream. That's okay. I will be back tomorrow. Not sure what I'll be streaming. If anyone watching this, either live or on the archive, wants me to stream something, let me know on Twitter or even in a comment or something or a DM somewhere. Just let me know and I'll see what I can do. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to stream anything new tomorrow, but I may go back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. I may go to NCAA football or NCAA basketball. We'll see. We'll play around with things. Really, we'll see what happens. But that will wrap it up for me tonight. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Panic Penguin for getting in the chat. I really appreciate it. And, yeah, that'll wrap things up. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!